Hey guys, how are you doing today? Today's video is going to be a bit of a serious video because of a comment that I received on my latest Edits Needs palette. It was a very negative comment, but I felt like the issues go deeper than just the comment, and that's why I have decided to kind of address them in this video. I hope you are okay with a serious video for a change. So first of all, this is what the comment said. It said that, okay, listen, I think you're being a B of an AH here. Your attitude towards someone who is so wonderful is what's disturbing. I have seen many videos with women of color using this very palette and loving it. If you are someone who is more about Jaclyn Hill and Morphe than Makeup Revolution and Emily Noel, then that tells me a lot about you. So I don't know. I hope you learned something because this whole video was for clicks and she deserves better than this BS. Okay, so first of all, she's made two accusations, and first one being that I love drama, and the second one being I have only made this video for clicks. So she is questioning my honesty and my integrity here, so I need to defend myself. I don't know any other video by a woman of color for the face palette. I have seen multiple videos for the um, eyeshadow palette. I love the eyeshadow palette, and I can see that it is going to work for a lot of skin tones, but the face palette is pretty light, and I think that is why there aren't many reviews by darker skin tone people using this palette because it doesn't look very person of color friendly. So I don't think she's right in that. At least I didn't see any videos before I bought the palette because I would have liked to see videos by other people before I purchased it. Otherwise, I could have added some other product, right? But I really wanted to have the face palette and the eyeshadow palette from Emily because I really do like her. So I wanted to have it for myself. That is why I decided to go ahead and get it anyways because really didn't see any reviews. And I was like, if there aren't any, then I need to make a video about it so that people can see whether it will or not work for it. So I was wary about the face palette before I purchased it. I wouldn't lie. And you saw that in the video too. And that is exactly what my thumbnail represents. It just shows me kind of looking warily at the palette. And it says, what about dark skinned people? Is it POC approved? POC approved question marks. And then it says, I'm brown with a nail biting emoji. So um, you can pretty much see that, I am putting forth a question there with my thumbnail, and then I'm going to answer that in the video. So my first response to her comment, to this commenter was, you haven't seen my video. Why don't you go ahead and see the video? Because as far as I know, I have always been honest in my videos. I don't know if you guys feel the other way, then do let me know. So you know from my Jaclyn Hill Morphe videos that I showed you each and every shadow over my lids because I did not want to just, go off in a negative direction. And because the whole crowd was, I did not want to just say something negative just because Jaclyn Hill already has so much drama associated with it. I wanted to be true to what I experienced in the product. So that's what I have always done. If a product works, I say it works. If it doesn't work, I say it doesn't work. And even afterwards, I swatched so many of my other palettes, including Jaclyn's original palette. I have all the footage for the vault video because I wanted to truly be sure of what I was going to say. If I was going to say this formula is worse than what's in the original Jaclyn palette, I wanted to say it that way, but I wanted to be 100% sure of that. So I really swatched over my eyes for hours with the same brush so that there would be no doubt in my mind about what I was going to say. But I really don't like drama, and that is why I haven't published that video because I honestly got bored of me saying negative things about this one product over and over again. So, I just haven't finished editing it. I need to edit it and put it out because I'm discussing more about the formula in such in detail in that video. Because that's what I usually like to do. I like to go and like look at the ingredients, look at the science behind it, to see if I can actually answer the questions that are being raised by the product. So I'm not a very frivolous, just like all up for the drama kind of person. I actually don't even like drama. I don't like drama in my life. If you ask my husband, he'll say that that's one of the reasons why he likes me. I don't like drama on TV. I don't like gossips. I don't like the whole crazy, thing. Usually I would like, I watch videos by sensible people who are discussing topics. I believe in discussions. I believe in having kind of a back and forth of information, of thoughts, so that we can understand each other. We can, understand the other person's point of view. But I don't like drama. So if I'm watching, say, one of the, what's her name? Like the Ranta one, that's her last name. But if I'm watching one of her videos and then YouTube's algorithm gives me one of the drama channel videos, I'm the first one scrambling for the remote because I can't even stand when there is wrong information in a video. You have no idea what a hard time I had editing the first Halo Beauty video because, yeah, of course, my computer was giving me issues, but also I got so annoyed listening to this person just bash down, another person. I it was a very hard video for me to edit. So in general, I don't like drama. I don't like people being just super uber negative to other people. And I have been that way ever since my childhood. I'm always the person who stands up for who I think is weak, who cannot defend themselves. I have been into fights because I just could not, stand injustice. I'm one of the, I'm not a bystander. I cannot understand how people can just be bystanders when an injustice is being done. I'm one of those, I'm called a tomboy in India. I'm one of those aggressive people. But I'm not aggressive in general, but I'm an aggressive person when I see an injustice being done. I cannot watch movies where there is just crazy amount of injustice, which is, that just goes on, those kind of, I cannot watch those movies. So in general, I don't like drama. I don't like drama movies. I don't like drama channels. I don't like drama videos. I'm not for that. Okay. So I just had to clarify that because I felt like someone was putting me in that light. Someone was perceiving me as a drama person. So I had to first of all go ahead and defend myself. But then let's discuss about the issues that this particular comment raised for me. My view, or sorry, my review of this palette is not negative, but what if it was? What if I was like a shade darker and this palette truly didn't work for me because I could barely make the blush and the contour work? Like I'm wearing the blush, but then I have topped it off with another today, and I didn't even try using the contour shade. This is one of my NYX palettes that I use on a very, very regular basis. If I can get it open. So as you can see, these are my normal colors. This is what I need. Where is it? Okay. This is what I need for contour. So I actually need darker shades for contouring. I made the palette work for me, and I think people can make that palette work for them. So that is actually what I'm showing in the video. But what if I couldn't? What if I did say that, hey, this palette is not workable for women of color? It's a very valid opinion because I'm just giving an opinion. And as long as I'm staying respectful, I'm saying it in a respectful manner, I think it should be okay. I think that, you shouldn't really have to um, kind of fight for that, right? Like a respectful review should be acceptable. And that's what we are seeing. Like we are seeing a shift in the way the products are produced, the way how more and more and more companies are coming up with kind of dark skin inclusive foundations. And that is only happening because for years, people of color have been speaking out about it. And when you do speak out, it tells the company, the creators who are creating these products, that there is a market for that kind of products. And it also tells basically it also tells other people that, hey, this particular shade probably will not work for you. So don't go on buying that product and trying it and it doesn't work, then you return it. It actually hurts the company's bottom line. If there are more and more dark people who went and bought this palette with the hopes of getting it to work because they love Emily and the palette wouldn't work for their skin tone, they would have to go and return it. Who does it hurt? It hurts Makeup Revolution's bottom line. If people keep that palette and just be, negative about it and harbor that feeling that, oh my God, my money got wasted, they are not going to go back to Makeup Revolution. So it hurts their bottom line again. So when I'm speaking up, when people of color are speaking up, it's actually helpful for both the customers as well as the company. There is nothing negative about it. In nowhere in my video do I go and say anything negative about Emily. Actually, I say multiple times that I'm glad that Makeup Revolution chose her, that she's such a deserving person. She's such a nice person. I say that so many times. So I really did not understand this lashing out on in this comment. So that brings me to my next point, which is she could have made the exact same point without being disrespectful and without calling me all these names and without questioning my integrity. Because, there's really no need for that. I understand that she is a diehard fan of Emily. I really like Emily too. And she wanted to really go ahead and defend Emily. But she really didn't need to because I wasn't saying anything negative about her. I was pointing out a shortcoming of a product that Emily has created. So that means she can go ahead and rectify that, you know, or not. I said that I really like her. I like the palette. If she creates a darker palette, I would really love her more. That's all I said. So there really, you don't need to go name calling. She could have just said the exact same things. She could have said that, hey, why did you make such a negative thing? I think it has worked for other women of color. And I could have respectfully responded saying that if it has worked for other women of color, they're probably lighter than my skin tone and they probably have, different undertones or whatever, because this palette works for me because I have a very, very, very yellow undertone. I have a seriously yellow undertone. If I had like a pink undertone, the contour shade would not show up on me. It would just look like a setting shade for my face. And it can happen, right? Not all products are meant for each and every skin tone. So I don't understand why there needs to be this like huge defending against someone speaking up their mind. I'm not being disrespectful. That is what I'm trying to say. But it brings me to my third point, which is whatever goes on the internet stays in the internet nowadays. And we are seeing that from the whole Laura Lee and Gabrielle drama here. They made horrible statements 6 years ago, and it's come back to haunt them. So whenever you're going to put up anything on social media, anything, on the internet, know that it never truly goes away. Someone takes a snapshot, someone takes a screenshot and saves it. And there you are, it can come back to haunt you later. Here we are typing away behind a screen because we are not seeing the other person face to face. What if you were to come face to face with that person? Would you be able to stand that? Right? I have people in my friend circle who are very quick to judge, quick to respond, but they also go back and quickly take back their statements, apologize, and everything is all in good. And if you know them, you know that, hey, that person is quick to judge. You have to wait for them to just come back and clear the air. So that can happen in real life, but it doesn't happen very quickly on the internet. There needs to be there's a written statement, so there ends up being a written apology. And my husband actually thought that this person, might come back with a even abrasive retort. And I said that I think she is not. Because if she's defending Emily, if she likes Emily, but that means that itself says to me that she's a nice person. And I think she's actually going to feel bad that she made, such a statement in my comments, and she's actually not come back and retort. And I haven't seen her, you know, come back and, be even negative in a further comment. So I am going to delete her comment before I post this video because I don't want her to receive any negativity. I would love if she comes and says something positive. She doesn't have to talk about the whole drama, But I would love if she comes back and actually watches the the needs palette video and says what she thinks after watching the video. But she doesn't have to, and I understand. But I'm just saying that if you are a new creator, if you're a young person, know that really, if you put whatever you put on the internet, never really goes away. So be careful about what you put out there, because it's going to come back to haunt you. You are going to be 40 years old one day. You are going to have kids, and your kids are going to see what you wrote, what you said. So just be careful, okay? Okay, thank you again for watching. Thank you again for, listening to me. In the next video, of course, we are going to talk about all the happy stuff, more makeup and health. Okay? So thank you for joining me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.